Welcome, foolish mortals, to episode 214 of I Am Geek. Tonight we celebrate HallowGEEK, as this is the week of Halloween. I'm Ryan, joined by my good pal Katrin, and Chris isn't here again, but SKELEHOST is back with us. SKELEHOST, are you there? From the great beyond, we are calling you.
Hey, how you doing?
Welcome
Good to
back.
be back.
Welcome back. You might have to speak up a little bit in your mic.
Oh, okay, why not?
Or you don't even use a mic, you just project it into the ether.
Yeah, I mean, I've got no vocal cords. It's just like all the mind. Hear me in your head. Ooh.
In your head.
We're recording on a special day this week.
There you go. Yeah.
Do you know any zombies there, SKELEHOST?
Oh yeah, they're just they're not that great. I mean, they're just kind of wander around like like trying to have a conversation with them, like, hey, how was your day? Dude, it's just horrible people.
Why do zombies forget how to talk?
Oh well, I mean, they're just all instinct.
Pretty difficult for a lot of people to speak clearly and fluently. So I would imagine it's because it's the most difficult thing to do.
Oh.
Really, they're speaking their own language. Really, it's zombies.
Zombies.
Yeah.
Zombies.
Yeah, they're just like Fred Zombie's like, and then Alan's like, and that's just like, hey, how was your day? Oh, my day's fine. That's kind of their thing. But I just can't understand it.
Well, welcome back, SKELEHOST. We're going to have another fun night with you tonight as we're leading up to Halloween. It's only a few days away. Can you believe it?
It's going to be over.
Yeah.
I can see your I guess both in costume.
Sure. You can't really see mine.
And the listeners can't see them at all.
No, they can't.
All.
If you're watching on our YouTube channel, I Am Geek Show on YouTube, then you can see us in costume. I'm wearing my Haunted Mansion. Hold on, let me take the shorts off so you can see them.
Oh my!
Oh,
that was good pretending,
Please
job.
stay seated.
Put them back on. There we go.
I think, are those like Whataburger boxers?
No, I'm the guy from the Haunted Mansion portrait stretching room that's standing on the dynamite.
Right.
I figured I'm already bald. I have a beard. I have this tuxedo shirt that looks like his. So why not? Cheers. I'm going to Disney soon, so to Whataburger. This episode is not sponsored by Whataburger, but they are open 24 hours a day. And if you don't know what Whataburger is, then you don't live in Texas.
Or coming soon to Memphis.
Oh.
Ooh.
We're getting one where we used to have a I just found some weird stuff in my pocket. Oh, sorry. We're getting one where there used to be a macaroni grill. It closed down.
It's going to be a big Whataburger.
It's going to be a Whataburger.
The fancy
Not Whataburger, but a Whataburger.
That's going to be a big one then.
What?
Because that's like a big restaurant. What? They're usually like just in a McDonald's size place.
They haven't done anything with it, so we don't know for sure. But that's the news around town.
Well, you can look forward to OK hamburgers.
I know. We have about 10 million
delicious
OK hamburgers everywhere, so it's just another hamburger place for us.
Their onion rings are good, and their apple pies are good. So there you go.
There you go. I mean,
Yeah.
we're excited. Not really.
Nice. And then
Yeah.
we got the Stranger Things kid over here. That's nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Good in the
I
neighborhood.
can't think of his name right now.
Chunk.
It's no,
Chunk.
it's not Chunk. That would be Goonies. It's on the package that contained the wig that I'm wearing. I can't think of his name all of a sudden.
Oh wow.
So there you go.
Wow.
So you'll just have to figure it out yourself.
No teeth kid.
No teeth kid. Wow.
I myself am trying some Halloween costumes.
Oh.
Since we're here, let's let me get your opinion. Hold on.
Like Groucho Marx mustache. Is that what you found in your pocket?
Yes. So this is the jacket that I wore when we went to Comic Palooza, and I was Steve. Wasn't that the guy's name? That was the sidekick or whatever. That was from not Daredevil. Gosh. What is that movie?
Deadpool 2.
Deadpool. Thank you. Deadpool 2. And I was the guy he was wearing a members only jacket and some khakis, so that's what I wore. And he has a mustache, so I bought some mustache.
That makes the outfit a whole different look when you put the mustache on.
I have another one too. We'll try this one.
So here's my first one.
Oh, Christmas themed.
Yeah, I mean, what can be more Halloween than going out killing a tree and then decorating its body?
It's true.
Ooh, spooky.
Oh, I like that one, Kate.
Ooh, Christmas tree. Okay, all right. Let me do this.
The Tim Tracker one.
Okay, that's one. That's one.
Tonight's guest, Tim Tracker.
There you go.
Oh, he's got another.
I got your pizza.
Whoa.
Pizza delivery guy.
That's a ghost.
Oh,
The listeners are loving this.
Yeah,
purple
this is great.
sheet ghost.
Wow.
Ooh.
We got
It's
we got so much to
purple.
get to tonight.
Yeah.
No, that one. Okay.
Is
All
that
right.
more?
All right.
One more?
How about this? This one's great. Perfect. You'll never know it's me. God, who's that? I don't know. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a skeleton.
Oh, a skeleton with a skeleton mask.
Oh, spooky skeleton.
Did you buy that at Walgreens?
It
Scary.
looks like
no,
a gorilla skeleton or something.
Oh, it's a big old skeleton.
That's funny.
So, Brian, we watched some Halloween movies tonight.
Oh, you did?
Yes, we watched Hocus Pocus.
Oh.
But before that, we watched Ichabod and Mr. Toad, and The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. And then there was something else I watched before I got home. I can't remember what it was, but we did watch some movies.
That's cool. Yeah. No, they were the hand. Sorry.
Wow.
So how
we
did
do things right here?
How did they hold up after all?
They did. They're great. But I will say when we first turned on Ichabod and Mr. Toad, my son was like, "Turn this off now." he didn't like it at all. He hated the. It just wasn't his type of movie with all the singing and which he loves musicals and stuff. But it was like it just wasn't like spooky or Halloweeny, like he was thinking it was going to be, I guess. And
yeah,
it's a lot of lead up to the bigger story, right? So once it got into the story more, he was into it. But like especially when he was singing at the piano with those girls, over there, and he didn't like that part. He's like, okay, turn this off. We left it on. He watched it.
If somebody's tuning in right now, they're gonna be like,
what did I turn on?
Is this guy in a costume, or is that just how he looks?
How he always looks. Never mind the talking skeleton. Look at that guy.
Yeah, look at that guy.
Weird.
Oh, there you go. Let's put it back on. There we go. Okay, so SKELEHOST.
Yeah.
I heard that you are a fan of the show our games that we do on the show, and you went back and you found an old game that we used to do, and you brought it back to life for
I did.
Halloween.
Yeah. Put some electrodes in that thing, shot it right up.
Yeah. Do you remember what the
Wow.
game's
Alive.
called? What's the game called?
It's called Wait, That's Real? Or Our Game.
You must be a big fan.
Oh, huge fan. Love it.
Did you leave a review on iTunes for us?
Yeah. 5 bones.
Whoa.
Great.
Yeah, if you're
Hi.
listening, leave us a review. As long as it's 5 stars. All right, so we're going to play Wait, That's Real, our game, HallowGEEK edition.
Mm-hmm.
Spoopy.
Snoopy.
Movie.
Snoopy edition. All Snoopy movies. So if you're not familiar with this game, basically, SKELEHOST will give us a title of a real movie, and then that he's found somewhere on a streaming service.
Mhm.
And then one at a time, Katrin and I will give the plot to that movie, not knowing what the movie is. And then SKELEHOST will say, okay, you're closer than him, so you get a point. Yep. That's how it goes.
That's
That's
how
it.
it goes.
So it could be funny or it could be really boring. It just depends on what kind of plots we give him.
Yep, that's why I love it.
And Chris is the, storyteller. He makes the
Oh.
movies and stuff. So he's not here with us tonight.
Oh.
So we'll see what we come up with.
Oh, it's going to be great.
It's going to be funny if
Be
we've actually
spoopy.
seen this. Where'd you
Yeah.
find all these movies, SKELEHOST?
So this is the Peacock edition. All on
Oh.
Peacock.
Ooh, stretch your feathers.
Streaming service Peacock. Let
Very-
me see that Peacock.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
We haven't watched much of the Peacock channel at my house.
No, we haven't either. I mean, it has WWE on there, right? Yeah.
It does.
Which I haven't watched WWE in a while anyway, so I'm an AEW guy.
They had the premiere
A&W.
of Halloween Kills on there, so I watched
Yeah, I
that.
haven't got to watch it yet.
Yay.
I did watch Dune.
Yay.
Not
That
on
was
Peacock.
good. Not on Peacock.
Wow. On HBO.
HBO Max.
All
All
right.
right.
So
Are
these
you ready?
all about Halloween Kills. Okay, here we go.
Are you ready for Wait, That's Real? The Halloween Peacock edition.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Bring it
Here
on.
we go. The first movie's title is Ghost Squad from 2015. And I'll even give you a couple actors that are in it.
Oh.
Yeah. There's Kevin Nealon from Saturday Night Live fame, and Madison Eisman from the latest
Ghost
Jumanji
Squad.
movies. And I Know What You Did Last Summer, the series. Currently running on Amazon Prime.
I think that's on Disney Plus too.
Ghost Squad?
No.
Yeah.
Come on.
I think there's a movie called Ghost Squad on Disney Plus.
Well, there could be a movie called. Well, I'm not going to look it up.
There could be
cheap.
several movies called Ghost Squad, really. I mean, come on.
So, Katrin, I guess you're going first.
There you go. Let's go,
All right.
Patriots.
So
You
Ghost
got the hand.
Squad. Ghost Squad is about, and it's falling apart right over here. Is about this group of people. So these aren't
squad.
teenagers. If Kevin Nealon is in this and is 2015, he's not a kid, so it's not teenagers. So, but it is this group of ghost hunters,
Oh.
and they are investigating this old house in Salem, Massachusetts.
Of course.
Ooh, of
As
course.
most of those appear to be in, because that's where all the witches are, right?
Yeah.
But they're looking for ghosts.
Yeah. Not
And
witches.
it ends up being a comedy movie, where it's the ghost interactions are funny.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yep.
that's it.
They're
hilarious.
wow, storytelling
I
at
don't
its
know.
best.
I know, right?
At first, I want to say this is a sequel to Monster Squad, where the kids are grown up, but instead of monsters, they're dealing with ghosts. But then I'm like, if that was a movie, I would own that movie because I love Monster Squad. So I don't think it's a sequel to Monster Squad. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Okay.
It's not. It's not.
Thanks.
Yeah.
There it is. It's out
So
there.
okay, so it is a comedy. You were right about that. There is a group of
Squad.
yeah, there is a squad, but there are actually ghosts.
Oh.
Yes, the squad is not ghost hunters, but the squad is actually ghosts.
Ooh.
Yes, and they all
Are they?
get stuck in this house together.
Mm-hmm.
And there is Kevin Nealon is a ghost hunter, and he's investigating this house, and he becomes friends with the squad because hilarity ensues, and it's sort of like a mix of Home Alone and Ghostbusters.
Oh.
Yeah, the ghosts, they set up all these traps for the hunters because they don't want to be, they don't want to be caught, they don't want to be found.
Mm-hmm.
They just want to live their afterlife. If you get my drift.
I get it.
So, hilarity, ensues with all the traps and all the fun stuff going on. And then by the end of the movie, the ghost hunter and the ghost squad become friends. And they actually live together. It's fun. It's nice.
Together forever.
So
Forever.
it's Big Brother with ghosts. Gotcha.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
All right. Well, needless to say, you're both wrong. The real movie is growing up in a small town. Charlie, Alex, and Nick weren't the most popular kids around after they formed the Elite Monster Unit. Chasing notorious musical legends and ghosts was exciting to them, not cool to the other kids around. So they lived their lives on the outside of the in crowd. Making matters worse was Charlie's obvious crush on Brandy, one of the most popular kids in school, and sister to one of the biggest bullies around. Trying to impress Brandy, Charlie accepts a dare from her brother Nick that says he and his friends must spend the Halloween night in a house long rumored to be haunted. What seems to be an easy challenge quickly turns out to be a night of frights as Charlie, Nick, and Alex find themselves in the fight of their lives, trying to outsmart and outrun their new nemesis, a ghost dog named Salty.
What?
Salty the ghost dog.
Salty the ghost dog.
I remember
Bunch
him.
of kids running from a ghost dog.
So basically, it's
Good.
Monster Squad, but with a ghost dog.
There you go.
I should have just said that.
But you didn't.
Oh.
Well, how's Kevin Nealon played to this?
I don't know. He's like a dad or something.
Not relevant to the story.
Nope. Just really like Kevin Nealon.
So did you watch this movie?
No.
That's part of the game. You have to watch all the movies.
That's right.
Oh, did not know that part. Okay. So, since Catron Squad was alive and not ghosts, gonna give that bone point to Catron.
Woohoo! Go Catron.
Woo!
Yeah. We're getting warmed up.
All right, this is a warm up. Here we go.
Don't tune us out yet.
After these messages.
We'll be right back.
No, there's no messages. Okay, so next movie is called Dead Silence from 2007, which stars Ryan Quanten from True Blood and Amber Valletta from some TV series called Revenge.
I've seen this movie.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Unless there's two movies called the same thing, which there could be.
You never know.
So, you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
Well,
you get to go first since I went first.
Your turn.
Okay, so Dead Silence is a movie about this ventriloquist lady. She's dead, but she has all these creepy ventriloquist dolls. And this guy, I think the guy's like a cop or something. There's some murders, and he goes to investigate or something like. It's been a long time since I've seen the movie, and the dolls sort of come to life because she's controlling them. This ventriloquist lady, and they had a house at Halloween Horror Nights one year based on this movie, Dead Silence. I think I went through it. Those creepy ventriloquist dolls everywhere, which I don't like. And so, yeah, there's dolls killing people, and this lady's controlling them. She's a ventriloquist. She's really creepy, like old lady, like Victorian, like garb and stuff. But that's the gist of the movie. Ventriloquist dolls by this ventriloquist lady, and they call it Dead Silence because, she kills. Silence.
I think you're wrong.
Silence and Dead.
That's the wrong Dead Silence.
I'm pretty sure that's the movie, unless there's more than one. Anyway.
All right, Katrin.
The real
movie.
Yeah, the real one is about a group of mimes that go around performing on the streets of Italy, as they do.
Ooh,
Italy?
Right, and they smoke cigarettes.
Not France?
And sure, France too. Actually, just don't ruin my story here.
Multi-country.
They are in Europe. Let's put it that way. Doing their shows, and everybody is getting into it. They're in these big groups, and what people don't know is at the end of it, they kill everybody.
Silently,
because they are mimes.
Do they trap them in a invisible box so they can't breathe?
No.
Twist.
They are silent killers.
Ooh.
I want to see that movie. I think I'd rather see that movie than the movie Ryan described, which is actually correct.
Yeah.
Darn.
I've seen it.
But hey, don't forget the childhood rhyme that they would say. Say it with me, because I know you know it. If you see Mary Shaw and scream, she'll take your tongue. And the last thing you will hear before you die is your own voice speaking back to you.
It's been a long time.
You didn't say it with me.
It's been a long time since I've seen it. So, I mean, it did $22.4 million at the box office.
Ooh.
There is a Dead Silence 2, I think.
Of course there is.
Well, good.
82% of people like the movie.
Is that the next one?
Dead Silence 2. What is it?
Mary Shaw, yeah, I remember her now. Yeah, they had a house at Halloween Horror Nights. You can probably look it up on YouTube. There's probably a walkthrough somewhere.
There you go.
All right. Okay. Here we go.
Here we go.
Movie number 3.
Yes.
Dead Silence 2.
Dead Silence 5. The Comeback. No,
don't call it a comeback.
It's called The Sentinel from 1977.
Oh, wow. The Sentinel.
I haven't seen this one.
And
yeah, go ahead.
3 stars that are in it. Not necessarily playing like the main guys. I just like, these guys are in here. There's Chris Sarandon, who voices Jack from Nightmare Before Christmas, and Prince Humperdinck from The Princess Bride. That's cool. And also Christopher Walken.
Wow.
And Jeff Goldblum.
What?
I know. I want to see this already.
I really hope that you either do Walken or, for when you describe the movie, the real movie, if you can use Walken's voice or Jeff Goldblum or a mix of both or go back and forth.
Or some just random weird voice that I think will sound like them, but probably won't. Okay, gotcha.
All right, Katrin, The Sentinel.
The Sentinel is it's from the 70s.
What?
Yep.
And I'm just
you're not wrong
in here. Not wrong. But it's a futuristic movie. That was popular back then, was to make these movies the future, what it's gonna look like, what's gonna happen. But it's a techno horror kind of movie, you know.
Ooh.
So they're in space, and the ship is attacked. The ship is called the Sentinel, and it gets
Oh.
attacked by these monsters, and not monsters but aliens, right? That kind of take over the ship, and the story is just about them trying to survive in this ship with this attack.
Mm.
It's a very popular story. It's been played out in
Oh,
many
yeah.
other films, but that's
If
what
it
this
ain't
one's
broke.
about. So it's you know, not a lot of people have seen it, so it wasn't very popular
Gotcha.
because it was kind of a rip off of other movies.
Yeah. Okay. I like it.
Okay. Ryan.
The Sentinel. I think the Sentinel is about a soldier that goes rogue for some reason, and starts a sort of people start dying, and they can't figure out why until they find out that this soldier that everybody is trusted is being controlled by someone else, and is sort of being used as the weapon to kill all these people, to kill Walken, or maybe Walken is the guy control. I don't remember because I haven't seen the movie, but all these people that we know and love are getting killed by this soldier, and then the hero of the story finally finds out that he's being controlled because it's his best friend and all this stuff. And so they find out the man behind the curtain controlling him, and then you think it's over. They get that guy, but then at the very end of the movie, the hero's face sort of turns, and his eyes get really black. And he becomes a Sentinel. The killer soldier continues in him, and that's how the movie ends.
Ooh, twisty, turny. Nice. Well, yep. Both wrong. Both way wrong. Okay. All right. So the Sentinel. Allison Parker is a model. With help from real estate agent Miss Logan, she finds an apartment in Brooklyn Heights for almost nothing. She sees a man in the window in the top floor, and Miss Logan says is Father Halloran, a blind priest who lives alone, supported by the church. Allison moves in and receives a visitor, her neighbor, Charles Chazen, who introduces the other tenants to her. After inviting Allison to his cat Jezebel's birthday party, the next day, weird things begin to happen to Allison in her apartment and her health. She complains to the real estate agent if the noise caused by her strange neighbors, but finds out that the house is only occupied by the priest and herself.
No.
And ultimately discovers that she has been put in the house for a reason. She's a model, and her neighbors are ghosts, basically.
Oh,
okay. Why do they call it a Sentinel?
But
I don't understand.
I don't know.
Because a Sentinel is like a soldier, right? I'm not wrong, right?
Look, maybe the house is like tall and stands firm.
Hold on, I'm looking it up.
I mean, they often call the newspaper. A lot of papers are called the Sentinel.
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe she just reads a lot of newspapers.
Okay, I'm not right.
I don't know.
A Sentinel is a soldier or guard whose job is to stand and keep watch.
Yeah. Well, that maybe it's the blind priest. He's keeping watch.
But he's blind.
Well, like
it's often a soldier, but not always.
You're watching a lot of the times,
to boil your Sentinel.
A lot of the times, the plots that we come up with
are better than
or make more sense. So who gets the point here?
Well, that's a little hard because neither one was anywhere close. I mean, Caitlin's was in the future, but it has kind of a supernatural thing. Orion's was more, I guess, present tense.
Yeah, but it had a supernatural type thing too, because he's being controlled by
Eeny, meeny, miny,
forces.
Ryan will get the phone
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean,
because it's not in the future. I don't know.
There you go.
it could have been a tie. We could have both got a point.
Or 0 points.
Or 0 points.
Which is
Oh,
the same
I mean,
as the top.
hey, we can go 0. I don't know.
I've already
don't care.
marked it down.
My game.
Sorry.
Not my game. It's your game.
It's our game.
But
All right, here's a special one for you.
oh, this is a bonus?
Well, I mean, there's more. There's others, but this one's just special.
By special, he means this is the next one. Oh,
Yeah.
you forgot to mention the biggest star in Dead Silence.
Who?
One of the Wahlbergs.
Ooh.
He plays like the cop. I saw that when I looked it up after
There you
we
go.
already said Donnie Wahlberg.
Sure you did. Oh, I've seen this movie.
I have seen the movie.
I am
Detective Lipton.
There it is.
Donnie Wahlberg.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what's
All
next?
right, here we go. Next movie. Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood, which came out in 1988. Let's see who can get the closest.
New Blood.
I believe it's
Gosh,
Ryan.
I gotta think about
Ryan,
this.
yeah.
Okay, so we got Friday the 13th.
Part 7.
Part 7.
7.
The
When did
new
this
New
come out?
Blood.
The New Blood.
1988.
88. Golly.
I know they already.
I didn't realize they
7 in
made
the
that
80s.
many. Yeah.
Oh
that's
yeah,
cool.
there's a ton
There's
of
more
them.
than that.
I
so
don't
much
think I've
more.
watched one of them all the way through.
All right, the New Blood. All right, so I've got to think about this because the first
I think
one.
I know what it is.
The first one you've got, it's like his spoiler alert. It's like his mother's the killer, and then the second one, he doesn't get the mask until like the third one, like the mask that you know.
That's
Yep.
boring.
Yeah, he doesn't get the
True.
mask till like number 3, I think. So he's got the mask, and then we go to 4, I guess, where he'll have the mask,
That's how numbers work.
and then. I'm just trying to think if they would do something weird where it's like
4 comes after 3.
where it's like Jason's not even in this movie. It's Friday the 13th, Part 7,
Like Halloween 3.
like Halloween 3. But the New Blood. All right, so
The
there's New Blood. All right, I don't remember them not having. I don't remember them pulling a Halloween
Yeah, I don't even.
where they switch it up. So I'm thinking Jason's in it. 1988. That's prime horror movie time. The 80s.
Yep.
All right. I don't remember when the first one came out.
The 70s, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, so we're back to Camp Crystal Lake with a whole new batch of campers. They've opened the camp back up after so many years.
Of course.
Somebody else has bought it. They've thought, that's just stuff in the past. There's, a bunch of rumors going around. We're going to open the camp back up. So they bring in new camp counselors to get ready for the new Camp Crystal Lake. Yes. Well, things start to go amiss even before the campers arrive. We have our first deaths. We have a hanky-panky death. Because,
Whoa!
it's Friday the 13th.
That's what happens.
But the new owner wants to keep this on the down low because he spent a lot of money in this. So the campers start to show up and more deaths start happening. And we find out that Jason has returned from the depths of the lake. And it's sort of the same movie as all
Yeah.
the rest of them.
People get their heads chopped
People
off.
get, lots of different ways to die. And then at the end but then one of the campers we find out is related to one of the original people, and craziness goes. But then at the end of the movie, they figure out that the only way to get rid of Jason is to trap him in the bottom of the lake again. So they do that. But then, just like any horror movie, at the very last second, you see the person that's comes up. So there we go. It's Friday the 13th.
Great.
Pretty much all the movies.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that
All right.
was the same thing I was going to say, essentially.
Okay.
That
Well,
the new
mix
blood
it up.
part had to do with the new campers. So instead,
It's Christmas time.
it's Christmas time now. It's Passover. Why'd you say that, Ryan?
I didn't say that.
All
That's
right.
gonna be the next one.
So
Friday the 13th, Passover.
So I'm gonna go back to aliens. This new blood is aliens. Even though he goes to space in a different
does.
movie, I'm
Jason
gonna say that
goes
he
to
does
space.
go to. The aliens come to Earth on this one,
Oh,
and
they go to the attic.
they are the new blood. And Jason is fighting the aliens, and is actually the hero in this movie.
Oh,
And they're I mean
different.
it's horrific for the aliens, of course.
Yeah.
That's the scary part, right?
He's like, "Welcome to Earth," and punches him in
welcome
the
to
face.
Earth. Yeah. So yeah, they thought they were coming to a nice camp in the mountains at the lake, but they were sadly mistaken. And that's
And there's a hanky panky death. You gotta add that in.
there is alien hanky panky death.
Alien hanky panky.
Not gonna go into detail what that looks
No.
like, but
So many tentacles.
yeah, but that new blood is what fuels the further movies, because that's how he ends up surviving, is on
Oh,
the alien blood, and that's how he can continue to make these movies or kill people, however you want to look at this.
So he's making the movies himself. Gotcha.
I didn't say that.
Well, both wrong.
oh,
I could have.
wow.
Ryan was right.
I mean,
I thought I was right.
There's deaths. There's deaths at a camp, but here we go. A distraught little Tina Shepherd dreams of the time when she believes she drowned her father with her anger-triggered psychic powers.
Oh yes, the
A trip
psychic
back
girl.
to the site is supposed to help Tina, but her doctor merely wants to exploit her.
Yes.
In a rage, Tina accidentally frees Jason Voorhees from the bottom of the lake with her powers, and he begins to slaughter the teens next door. Tina becomes able to control her telekinesis in her fear state and gives a strong showing against Jason.
Oh man.
Oh, psychic power.
I've seen that movie. I've seen that one. I remember it now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
The stupid psychic thing.
Oh,
That's just dumb.
It's a classic.
It was a movie.
I mean, you know what? You know, by part 7, they've hit their stride. They're going strong.
I knew
Not
there
really.
was. I knew there was some girl that did it. That something happened to it.
Well,
They
yeah.
like brought him back or got rid of him.
I mean, Ryan basically gave the plot of the first movie.
No,
Pedro was a little bit more like,
It's not
hey,
the-
there's aliens.
it's not the
There's
first
aliens.
movie.
Aliens.
First movie was different.
So,
They weren't coming back.
I'm going with more creative, and Patron gets the point. Because aliens and psychic powers.
Psychic power.
I remember that
Accounts.
now. That was like a really bad one.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Okay.
Friday the
I'm ready
13th is
for
one of
the-
those movies that it'll come on like a channel on TV, and
Mhm.
and you're bored and you're just like, yeah, I'll watch this one, and then you just it's like bad, and then you're just like, I gotta finish it, you know?
I can kill a few brain cells right now.
Yeah. And I remember that being one of the ones that you're like, I guess I'll see what happens. Oh, she's psychic.
All right. Next
All right.
one.
Yeah.
All right. It's called Nightbreed. Ooh.
Ooh.
From 1990, which has
Nice.
Craig Sheffer from One Tree Hill and David Cronenberg, who directed The Fly. He's in it. Didn't direct it. He's in it.
His only movie.
I
he was
think
in.
I've heard of this movie, but I'm trying to remember what it's about.
Nightbreed.
And
Not night,
Katrin, I believe.
not Nightbread, right?
No, not night bread. Not like, oh, I'm waking up, I'm hungry, I'm gonna get me some night bread.
Some Nightbread.
Get some of that night jam on there. Nope.
I mean, can we talk about this movie on here?
I caught him drinking. I caught him drinking. Spit it up.
Night
Spit it out.
Jam. Honey, we're all out of Night Jam.
Oh
So,
no. Go to the night
Nightbreed.
store, get some more.
Nightbreed is a werewolf movie. And of course, that's when the werewolves come out, is at night.
Makes sense.
And
Of course.
of course,
As one does.
as
That pans
werewolves
out,
do.
okay. Yep.
And it's about the expansion of the werewolf race. I mean, that's plain and simple. We're talking about night breeding. So we're this isn't a family movie.
I'm
Give us some
I'm
of that
sensing
Night
a theme
Jam.
through all of your movies here, Katrin.
Oh gosh. What
Alien
is this?
breeding, werewolf breeding.
It's got
Everything's
breeding
gonna
on the
breed.
mind.
You're the one coming up with these movies. But it is about the expansion of the werewolf race. Not so much that they're breeding in that sense, but just how werewolves, or people become werewolves, of course, by drinking from the paw.
Yeah,
The throat.
that's how that happened.
And scratching.
It's just a 2-hour movie of people drinking from the palms of wolves.
But it follows a group of they're probably tweenies or tweens, whatever the word is.
Like 12-year-olds?
Prime breeding time.
Tweens. Tweens are like 12-year-olds.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was like the 20s near
No,
the teen, like late teens.
No, tweens comes before
Oh.
teens.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know these terms. So they're in their 20s.
They're like,
Young adults.
11-year-olds.
Breeding. I didn't say they were breeding. I said they were getting bit by
They're drinking from the palms.
drinking from paws.
Drinking
Yeah.
from the paws. That's what these tweens do.
Anyways. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
You're close, but Nightbreed is about
Yeah.
vampires,
Ah.
not
Oh,
werewolves.
vampire.
Yeah. And lost your hair. Oh, quick haircut.
This one.
Yeah, Nightbreed is a vampire movie, typical 80s vampire movie. You have the teenagers, not the tweenagers, but the teenagers.
Leave me alone.
Wait, was Nightbreed the one? All right, I've heard of this movie.
Sure.
But it is one of those typical 80s vampire movies. And people, these I don't know if they're kids or older teenagers, college age or whatever, they get mixed up in this sort of nightlife underground, and they find out that they're actually vampires, and stuff's going on, and it's actually vampires are luring people in to kill them or to feed on them at night and to turn them, some of them. But it's one of those typical, I mean, there's not much plot to it because it's an 80s vampires movie where they're like, oh, let's meet these people. Oh, wait, they're vampires. Oh, no, they're going to try to eat her blood. Oh, we got to get out of here.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And then it ends with one of those shots of the sun rising, and we're safe.
Everybody does.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. And again, neither correct.
Oh.
I thought
And
it was
It's about
a
bread,
vampire.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's about bread.
It's about bread.
Bigger. It's bigger than a bread box. No. Here we go. Nightbreed. A community of monsters who live in a mythical place called Midian attempt to escape the attention of a psychotic serial killer and redneck vigilantes with the help of a brooding young man who discovers them. Based on the novel Cabal by Clive Barker.
I'm looking it up, and now I remember the movie poster.
Yo. Monsters escaping serial killers and redneck vigilantes. Perfect. Love it.
Oh, Boone is killed
And,
by the police. Poor Boone. Boone is killed by the police.
He dies and becomes a monster.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. Spooky.
Well, I mean, we both have
Girlfriend
monsters,
has to
so
solve it. Yep. I mean, there's werewolves and vampires and tweens.
Leave me alone.
I sort of want to go watch
Know
this
these
movie.
words.
I'm looking at pictures of it. There's a dude that his head is shaped like a crescent moon.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Ooh.
In between. You're right.
Well, hey, a crescent moon. Well, there you go. A moon, werewolves,
Yeah.
And
points to
vampires.
Catherine.
And vampires. They only come out at night.
But there's
Freaks
a moon.
come out at night.
The guy with a moon head. I gotta go with the werewolves.
What about this guy? I mean,
Whoa.
Oh,
What are we
definite
looking
werewolf.
at?
That's a part of the werewolf you never see that's shaved.
all right. Well,
Adrian gets the point. Okay. I got more. You want more?
hello to all our watchers on YouTube. Thanks for joining us and commenting. And we'll do a little after show after this just for you guys on YouTube. Anyways, continue on. All right. Cater's
Here we
ahead by
go.
1.
Head by 1. The next movie is called Saturn III,
Oh.
1980. Stars Farrah Fawcett from Charlie's Angels fame, Kirk Douglas from Spartacus, and Harvey Keitel from Reservoir Dogs. Ooh,
I have
got some
never
talent
heard
on
of
this one.
Never heard of this movie.
Saturn III, not a sequel to Saturn II.
No, that's just called
No,
Saturn III.
no.
Yep.
This is a space movie. It happens in space. Aboard a spacecraft called the Saturn III. Yeah. Where something's amiss on the Saturn III. The crew members start to go crazy. Seeing things that aren't there. Seeing, their other crew members, thinking the other crew members are against them doing things. There's an evil, there's some kind of entity that's controlling them on the Saturn III. It may be an entity or maybe a virus. I don't know, one of the two.
It's something.
It's something. And basically, the whole movie is them turning on each other. And then by the end of the movie, there is one person left on the Saturn III when it arrives at its destination. And no one knows what happened to the rest of the crew because the only crew member left is gone. Saturn III crazy.
All right, that's a movie.
And that's part
okay.
1. Now on to part 2 of Saturn III because it's a multi-part movie. It's just one movie, but it's an intermission. Okay. No, I was kidding.
Thank you. Catherine.
So this movie takes place in the 60s. Johnny worked at a car dealership and sold different kinds of cars. And there's a new concept car called the Saturn III that was being built, and he helped to sell it to people. He was trying to sell it to people. The concept car became a thing, so it was on the market. Unfortunately, the people that bought the car didn't realize that it was a robotic car that could drive itself, and it drove people into walls, over cliffs, off of bridges, and things like that. So it didn't turn out well for them. But yes, so
Saturn III.
Saturn III, which then led to people buying or them creating the Saturn brand later.
I forgot about that brand
in the 90s.
Well, that makes sense.
I still see people driving Saturns that look like pristine condition. I was like, they don't make those anymore, and
That's
it
funny.
looks like it's brand new. Bravo,
Bro.
bravo.
Bravo, indeed.
I don't even make the parts anymore. Like the DeLorean.
Back in time.
It's not as famous.
Just not. Oh yeah. You could hit. Remember those commercials though? It's like you could hit the side of a Saturn with a baseball bat, and it wouldn't hurt it or whatever. It was like that was
That's why they're
one of the big
still in
things.
pristine condition.
I know
Yep.
they were indestructible. Plastic.
Oh yeah.
Well,
There you go.
that
Saturn 3.
That would be lovely if that was the plot button.
Darn.
In the future, Earth is overcrowded and the population relies on distant bases to be fed. In the Saturn III station, Major Adam and scientist Alex, who are also lovers,
Oh.
and she's never been to Earth, have been researching hydroponics for 3 years in the base alone with their dog Sally. Meanwhile, psychotic Captain Benson
Ooh.
fails the mental test required to travel to Saturn III, but kills his replacement and takes his place in the mission of assembling and programming the Demigod series robot Hector to replace one of the scientists in Saturn III. Upon arrival, the mentally disturbed Captain Benson becomes obsessed with Alex. Then he uses an interface to link his brain to Hector, but incapable of controlling his emotions, he transfers his homicidal tendency and insanity to Hector. Now Major Adam and Alex are trapped in the station with a dangerous psychotic robot.
Oh.
Ooh.
You know what
Okay.
this else is the plot to? Which it sounds like they just basically copied it. That revival of the show on Netflix, of that old show, but they made
Lost in Space?
Yes.
Pretty much.
That's pretty much the same plot for the new Lost in
Yep.
Space on Netflix.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
Yep. It was originally titled Saturn III, the new breed,
The night breed.
the night breed, the night bread.
New blood. Breed.
But no one knew what Saturn III was, so they just changed it to Lost in Space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Ryan had him in space, so point
Yeah.
to Ryan.
Woohoo!
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
You got the advantage of going first on that one.
We're all tied
Well,
up.
now it's your
Ooh,
advantage.
Tricky. Oh, I get to be the.
You get to go first
All right.
with the movie Split Second, 1992, which stars Rutger Hauer from Blade Runner and Kim Cattrall from Sex and the City.
And Mannequin, right?
Okay, sure.
Wasn't she in Mannequin? Was it?
Oh,
Remember that old movie? Anyways, yeah.
what's on your head?
What?
Trash. Got
What's
something on your
What's
head.
on my head? It looks like something's
Ghost.
spoopy.
Wow.
It's an evil marshmallow.
Well, let me ask.
Ooh, ghost. It's a
Oh.
ghost. Ooh.
I wondered.
Wow.
It's been on there for a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not like I'm really looking.
Yeah, little ghost.
So let me ask this: is split second one word or 2 words?
Oh,
2 words.
2 words.
Second.
So
No hyphen.
not split first or
Oh, you're thinking like, is it the sequel to Split?
or
No.
is it
Split.
like
Split like I'm doing the splits. And second, like
No, I
man,
know.
it's been a couple seconds.
right? But or is it so it could go a couple ways here. So
You take
but
one.
the one
I'll
that
take
I
the other.
remember is
Are we still playing a game?
yeah. Golly. Trying to remember the plot of this one.
You want me to go first?
Because you've seen it.
That's right. There was a guy. His name is also Johnny. He was liked to race cars, and
Oh.
Good
it's
old Johnny.
cars again. This is actually kind of a spin-off of Saturn III in a way. Because, it does have to do with cars. But he, of course, is he races on the dirt tracks, of course, and one night he's out on the track by himself, and there happens to be this other car, and he's like, "Where'd this guy come from?" And it happens to be a haunted car that he ends up racing against. He finds out later it's to kind of help him become a better racer, and it was actually his grandfather that he was racing against, and it's more of it's not so much of a scary story as it's just a heartwarming story.
Oh,
you're close.
Okay,
close, really close. Right. Picture, if you will, the year is 2008, London.
2008.
Global warming is sweeping the globe. And one policeman takes it on his shoulders to try to do what's right and hunt down the slimy monster. For some odd reason. In the streets of London. That's it. Okay. That's the movie.
You had your head down there a little bit for a while, huh?
Reader, huh?
Yeah. Slightly suspicious.
What are you talking about? I dropped my ghost.
Well, the year is 2008. Global warming has melted much of the polar ice cap, resulting in serious flooding around the world.
What?
Including the city of London, which is now under several feet of water.
I even got the city right?
Mm-hmm. And a police guy's going after a killer, huh?
Wow, I think I get this one by default.
I think so too.
You do.
That's the end of the game.
Yeah, I was just being funny. That was me trying to be funny.
Oh, that's
this is a serious game. How dare you?
The funny thing is, that should not be the right answer. That should not be the right answer for this movie. But somehow it is
within a split second.
When you think of split second, you don't think of, you know what? 2008, global warming, London's flooded. A policeman is going after a slimy monster.
Well, I mean, if you're going after a vicious 10-foot tall alien creature, things can happen in a split second.
We should do a reverse of this game sometime where you give the plot and then you have to come up with the title and see how ridiculous the actual title really is. Oh, that movie should be called...
We might have a little more luck with that.
Yeah. Wow. Anyways. All right. Katrin wins. Give it up. Katrin is the winner.
Ooh, I'd clap if I could move my arms. Yeah.
I wanted Katrin to win. That's why I cheated. See?
Sure you did.
It was my HallowGEEK gift to him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't think he could do it on his own, huh?
That's probably true. I'm terrible at that game.
If I was guessing, I probably would have said it was some kind of ice skating movie. Split second.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe it could be about splitting wood or something, but I wasn't sure.
What she said. What's your favorite movie of the night, Katrin?
Wow. One that we made up, or one that was actually a movie?
The actual movie. Which one would you be like, I want to watch that movie?
I like the title Nightbreed, or Nightbreed, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, sure.
What's that?
I don't remember him. So
I sort of want to watch.
We'll go with Nightbreed.
I sort of want to watch Ghost Squad now, since it sounds
I
like
kind of
a
want to.
rip off of
I
Monster
don't want to
Squad.
see the Sentinel because it's got Chris Sarandon and Christopher Walken and Jeff Goldblum.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's
true.
Yeah,
true.
let's watch the Sentinel. Can we have a
Okay.
watch party and record that on YouTube?
We should.
All right, let's go.
And we could do it like Mystery Science Theater.
Yes.
Mhm.
Why not?
That's- because
Dance?
it's probably not legal.
People do it all the time.
Probably not.
Do they?
Oh yeah. Watch-alongs? Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's a
what,
thing.
but filmed on YouTube?
Oh, I see people do it all the time.
Eh,
You just can't. Basically, what you do, how you do it, how they get away with it.
You resize the screen.
No, how they get away with it is it's a what? It's like you say, okay, start the movie in 3, 2, 1, and so we're watching the movie, but you can't hear it. But people are watching it at home, so we comment on it while they watch it.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
I'm just saying that's how they get away with it.
I was thinking more of like superimposing ourselves in front of the screen and,
Well, we
and
could
us
do that.
talking about it. So
There's probably some movies we could get away with. I mean, probably
Manos
Any of-
Hands of Fate.
any of these movies.
So Manos Hands of Fate is the only one I remember of Mystery Science Theater. That one, and there was a Christmas one with aliens kidnapping Santa.
yeah. Santa versus
Martians.
Mars.
Yeah.
Martians, not aliens. Sorry.
Love that one.
That was
All
a good
right,
one.
this has been
A show,
a show.
a thing.
SKELEHOST, thanks
We
for
did a
listening.
thing.
Next week, hopefully, I'll be out of town next Thursday, so we possibly will do a quick show on Monday before I go out of town because this weekend I'm going to see Chris because he's not here tonight. We're all going up to see him, and then on Sunday I'm going to Terror Isle,
Oh.
pirate-themed haunted attraction.
Is it like a grocery store?
No, like Isle, like
Oh.
ISLE, like an island, like
Island, got it. Okay.
Yeah, so it's a
Get some night
it's-
bread there, some
it's-
night jam.
Yeah, it's Houston's only pirate-themed haunted attraction. I've been invited down to check it out, and then after the haunt season, they're turning it into these really cool escape rooms, and they've asked if they could come on, be guests on the show.
Oh,
And come on the show. I haven't got to tell you this,
Nice.
wow.
and talk about the escape rooms and stuff. So we have that to look forward to. So we'll probably I'll go there Sunday night, Halloween night. And we'll check it out, and then on the next episode we can discuss that and our Halloweens, what happened, and then we're looking into the future about maybe changing things up just a little bit and having some themes that we're gonna stick to, and that way the show will be a little more you know what you're getting into, I guess, when you log on or listen. Anyways, we'll have more on that soon, but anyways, SKELEHOST, thank you for coming back on.
You're welcome.
Yeah, will we see you again before next HallowGEEK?
That's the thing that'll have to be worked out.
Will we hear a poetry reading?
Oh, that
Ooh.
we will after this episode on YouTube. We're going to have our poem of the year for HallowGEEK. Is going to be read. So if you're watching on YouTube, stick around for that. If you're not watching on YouTube, then go to our YouTube page, and I'm sure it'll be on there somewhere. You can find it. You got a little tease, co-host, what you're going to be reading for us?
Well, I'm going to stick with the theme here. Last year, Edgar Allan Poe, so I'm doing another Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh.
Annabelle Lee.
Ooh, sweet.
And a bell.
Annabelle
belly.
Lee. All right. Well, this has been episode 214 of I Am Geek. HallowGEEK. So, hurry back. Don't forget your geek certificate.